Dr. Lisbeth Roy. I really appreciate your time. I know that's very valuable, and I'm going to try to deliver what I think is important, impactful information. First of all, most of you know that I'm a functional physician. Functional meaning we delve into root cause. If you understand the root cause of the problem, you can typically apply all the right tools to rehabilitate or solve the problem, if you will. My focus is sexual medicine, and I love helping men and women restore sexual function because it's so impactful in their lives. And it's also impactful for general wellness. If you have a sexual problem, then there is some cellular change that's occurred. I think it's important that we have this conversation because of what's happening out there in the marketplace. There are a lot of clinics or physicians that are advertising their tools to help with restoring sexual function and vaginal rejuvenation. It's a really hot topic these days. I want to make sure that you understand enough so that you can make the right choices for you and you can get the best value. Let me give you an analogy. A builder doesn't advertise his hammer. Though the hammer was part of building the house, I can assure you, they don't advertise their hammer. They advertise the end product. They focus you on that solution. You need a house, they delve in and they try to find out. You need 2 bedrooms, you need 1 bedroom, you need 2 bathrooms. What is it that's appropriate for your needs? And then they apply all of their expertise and their tools to the project to get you the end result that you desire. I know it seems like a silly analogy, but it's the same in this particular case. There's a lot of things that have to happen from a physiologic cellular perspective in order to have excellent sexual function. Blood flow, an intact nervous system, you need appropriate hormone balance. There's all kinds of little nuances that are involved. And in order to get the result that you're looking for, long-term wellness reflected in your sexual function, you need to understand what the problem is. And the technician, if you will, the physician who's applying the tools need to really understand how to put those tools together to get you the best result. So if you're a guy who's having problems with erections, and maybe it's not horrible, maybe you're having some mild changes, and your primary care doctor writes your prescription for Viagra or Cialis, just know that they didn't solve your problem. They addressed the symptom, and thank goodness, that's an appropriate thing to do. But they didn't then delve deeply into what the problem might be. Is it that you're not getting proper blood flow to the penis? Maybe you have plaque buildup that is needing to be diagnosed because it not only affects the penis, but it can eventually affect your brain and your heart. Maybe the endothelial lining, which is the lining of the blood vessel that needs to dilate and contract, is affected. I see this all the time. You can fix these problems if you know what the problem is. Perhaps you have small vessel disease, and maybe that's due to systemic inflammation or some early blood sugar changes that need to be addressed. I don't want to overwhelm you or even bore you with all of those details. My message is just simply to tell you that you deserve to have somebody who's going to dig in, if you will, and tease out the real reason why you're having sexual changes. Maybe you're taking a medication that's interfering with the way your body works. And that medication needs to change so that you don't then need another medication, to address your sexual issue. Women, same thing. It could be congested Skene's glands that lead to a decrease in lubrication, and that decrease in lubrication is leading to a thinning of the vaginal wall, which is what's making you dry and painful, and also not responsive, not as sensitive as you were before. So we have to delve into the real issues in order to be able to get you a real solution. There are a lot of clinics that are advertising they're going to solve your erectile problems by injecting your penis with a medication that causes vasodilation, and therefore you get an erection. Again, awesome, great tool when it's applied appropriately, not for everybody. We can fix your problem quite frequently so that you don't need a tool like that to address the symptom. So this is a difference between a typical traditional type medical approach of treating symptoms and a functional approach, which is that of understanding the real issue and then applying the tools creatively to fix the problem. I have all the tools. I've made the investment financially. I've made the investment in my time and my education to understand these tools. I know how to apply these tools. We're learning every day. I teach other physicians, so I can tell you that there are a lot of physicians that are interested in these tools, but very few that have the full understanding of the problem and know how to put them together. I've written a book called Regenerating Sexual Potential. And I tell you this because I just want you to have a resource to go to in order to understand that there's lots of things that need to be considered when it comes to fixing your sexual problems, even though they're mild in many cases. Sometimes they're really severe in lots of cases. If all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, you've seen that. Beware of the advertising of tools, individual tools. Not everybody needs a penile implant. Not every woman needs a laser to help with sexual function. Sometimes it's easier than that. Sometimes it's more difficult than that. You need to be diagnosed appropriately and treated in a comprehensive and creative way. So I hope this information helped. I hope that my book gives you a little bit of insight as to how to help yourself and how to find somebody to help you. I have patients that fly in from all over the world, and it's because there's very few places where this type of comprehensive care is available. So I hope to see you, but more important, I hope you get what you need. Thank you.